Be for real with yourself, be for real with me, and be for real with the United States of America. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for like 3-4 weeks, but to be honest y'all, a lot of junk has went down. I'm here to tell y'all the tea. I don't do too much talking or whatever. I really just get straight into my videos because a good amount of people who probably clicked on this video, I know y'all probably been waiting, so I'm here to deliver. I'm doing a story time about why I fell out with my best friend for 7 years. Literally not even a full 4 months ago, if you would have came up to me and told me that me and this girl would not be friends today, I literally would not have believed that. I really rode for her so hard. Like, y'all, I swear, I'm really a genuine person, especially when it comes to people that I truly care about. I just really have genuinely pure love that come out my heart. And so for me, when I fall out with people that I've been that close with, I ain't gonna lie, it is hard. And the reason it's hard is because I care. Because especially when they dog you out, because it's like, why would you do that to me? And I would have never done it to you. You know, that's besides the point. I'm not here. Well, I'm here to talk about that. But I'm here to tell y'all why we're not friends no more. Just FYI, before we even get into the video, I just want to start by saying, if you're on my page, if you don't like me, if you don't like what I post, you could just click off. Like, I don't have beef with nobody. Honestly, I don't have time to be beefing with nobody. I got too much stuff going on. Just here trying to make content, baby. Trying to get my YouTube channel up there. You know, these are my life experiences. These are things that I had to go through. And this is how I vent. This is how I get things off my chest and move on. You know, like, I took time to get myself together and I'm over it now. But I want to share it because I know that there's probably people going through the same things that I'm going through. And y'all, don't worry, I got y'all. Y'all not the only one going through it. And like I said, if you guys don't like this video, you can just click off. Nobody's forcing you to watch it. And yeah, don't be thinking that I'm beefing with nobody. Like, if you're watching this and you think I got beef with you, you thought wrong. You beefing with yourself. Because, baby, I don't got beef with nobody on myself. But, yeah. So, for a little background history, like I have mentioned previously, me and this girl, we're going to call her Michaela. Me and Michaela, we were friends for 7 years. We started being friends about 5th grade. We're in 12th grade now. We're seniors this year. And we would literally do every single thing together. Like, we'd always hang out. We would be really close. And we had, you know, I'm not going to say that, but I'm just going to say we had a lot of similarities about ourselves. People would think we would be sisters or cousins or related. And we even told each other that because that's how close we were. It was like, if you saw Michaela, you saw me. And if you saw me, you saw Michaela. So for our 7 years of our friendship, we have never got in an argument. Like, literally, we never got in an argument because our friendship is just very cool and laid back. I feel like I was more the outgoing one, and she was just very reserved, I guess. That's one thing to note. She can be a very nonchalant person or like portray herself as nonchalant. So our first ever argument was 10th grade year. Prior to that, since us being friends in 5th grade, we had never had no argument. But our first argument was a huge argument. And like I said, like, up until that point, I really thought that was my friend. If you have not checked out my last story time, it was basically a track course story time. But if you want to go back and watch that video after you watch this, just to get more detail on the situation, you could definitely do that. But to sum it all up, basically, I was talking to this dude that I met from the track meet. They got mad. They lied. I'm referencing my teammates, not Michaela. But my track teammates got mad. They went around, not all of them, but some of them got mad. They went around and they told everyone that he was R. Kelly and they called him a rapist. I might have to blur that out. And they were telling people that I got raped and that I was a victim and that he was 20. And they were just basically just making outrageous lies, which were literally lies because, one, no, I never got assaulted in any type of way by him. And he was not 20 years old. He was of age. and you know, there was not no weird stuff going on like they were saying, basically. And then it just became this whole argument in the group chat and stuff, and you know, we were going back and forth, you know, but the whole time we were going back and forth in the group chat, my best friend Michaela was also in the group chat, but she was not standing up for me. And it was like 5 different girls, and they were all going off on me because obviously I wanted to clear my name, because I literally had people coming up to me at school asking me if those rumors were true, asking me if I got SA'd, asking me if I was talking to a grown man, you know. And I was just getting sick of it, because not only is that embarrassing and humiliating, but it's disrespectful, because lying about a sexual assault like that, that's not okay. There's people that actually go through those things, and it's not funny. And there are people who are actual assaulters, and you know, being labeled as that when you didn't even do anything is not okay. And they actually were calling him those things. But yeah, that is not funny or okay. And so when I went in the group chat, I basically just went in the group chat, you know, just saying, guys, that's not okay, that's not true. And you know, I tried to find ways to prove to them that it wasn't true, because they just kept egging the situation on and texting me about it, and they were on my social medias, commenting under my social media videos about it. And you know, it was just irritating, you know, because like, y'all are lying, and y'all are lying about something that's outrageous. And so, you know, y'all know how that go. As you're trying to explain yourself, you know, a lot of back and forth and a lot of argument is going on. But at the end of the day, I'm by myself. I'm the only one taking up for myself. And Michaela, my best friend, is in the group chat, but she isn't saying anything about it at all. But like I said, I'm not going to get in depth about that whole situation. If you guys want to know all the details, I will link that story time in the description down below. And you could definitely go watch it to get all the tea, and you could really know what happened in that situation, because that was a whole big situation in itself. But yeah, that was just like one really big red flag that I had got from her. And so obviously, since I had people coming up to me asking me if those rumors were true, I did go on social media and stuff, and I did post about the situation. And yes, I did say that they were lying, and yes, I did say that they were spreading rumors about me. And obviously I was probably a little heated in the video, but rightfully so, you know. And then that's when I had got this big paragraph from my best friend Michaela, and she was just basically telling me how I was wrong for going on social media, and how she was tired of all the drama and all the mess and everything, because that whole situation went down in like probably the span of a week. And then, you know, there was tension for the rest of the year about that. So she had texted me. But the reason that I felt like that was so wrong of her to do was because the whole time when all of that was going down, and they were lying about me, and they acted like they want to jump me and everything, my best friend Michaela, she was constantly in their face every day at practice being friendly with them. And I'm like, why are you, you know, I asked her, I was like, why are you being cool with people who are treating your friend like this, your best friend, you know? And she basically just said that it was because they were our teammates, and she didn't want things to get out of hand or whatever. And I mean, I can understand that, but in this situation, I could not understand that, because things already got out of hand. And that I really felt hurt, because if roles were reversed, I knew I would have stood for her, and I would have cut all of them off, and I would have checked all of them with her, because that's not funny. Like, you're saying you're being cordial with them because they're our teammates, but they're not acting like good teammates themselves. And so it was just very weird to me, and it really did hurt me. And so when she did send me those messages, she did not tell them anything about how what they were doing were wrong, but she told me I was in the wrong. So I did end up ghosting her, and that was like our first argument. But I never really went back and forth with her, because I didn't have it in me to argue with her, just because I was so hurt. Okay, y'all, I am in a different background because my footage had got messed up. But after I had ghosted her, a few days later, she texted me apologizing. But it was a very backhanded apology. Like, she had started off by saying I'm sorry you feel that way. Girl, what you mean you sorry I feel that way? And you know, when somebody's starting to apologize like that, like that's already like what? You know, and that's going back to how I said she don't really take accountability for her actions, and she was basically just gaslighting me for feeling the way I feel. She was talking about, you know, how she didn't think it was that big of a deal. And, you know, after going back and forth about it, I'm just kind of explaining to her basically what I said to y'all. Like, I feel like that wasn't very friendly of her to turn around and be cool with people who are spreading lies and rumors about me. You know, that's not a good friend, and I'm just explaining that to her. And then, you know, after going back and forth for a little bit, she did kind of be like, well, you know, you're right, I could have taken up for you in a group chat, and you know, that was that. And so that was towards the end of the year. So after that, like I said, I really did stop talking to her because I was mad, but we did do summer track together, AU. And so we were kind of forced to get closer, and then the next school year we had classes together. So we started back talking because I didn't really want to hold grudges because we were friends for so long. You know, it was our first argument, so I kind of just, I didn't fully get over it because I always saw her in a different light after that. Like, y'all know when people do y'all wrong, you can't see them in the same way no more. Like, I did not see her in the same way no more, but I was willing to move forward eventually, and so that's what I did. But come to find out, after we became cool or whatever, and you know, school started back, we were talking over the summer, school started back, track season rolls around again. Tell me why my ex gonna come up to me talking about how he basically didn't understand how me and her were friends because he had called her weird. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he basically told me how Michaela was talking to him in secret for a whole year after we broke up. And she kept it a secret. And I did not know anything about it. And me and him had probably dated a few years before I found out, but that was my first boyfriend. And I'm not the type of person or the type of girl to argue over a dude, especially with my friend. So it was like, if she would have just came to me and be like, hey, could I talk to him? I would have been like, yeah, girl, I don't care. But it's just the fact you kept it secret and you weren't planning on telling me. The only reason I found out about it was because he told me. Like, that was weird. And he told me how they would be on the phone every night, falling asleep on the phone together. And you know, she admitted to these things because I kind of hinted at it to her when I found out about it. And you know, she basically said like, yeah, that was true, and they were on the phone every night, going to sleep on the phone together. They almost had gotten a relationship, but she told him she didn't really know because she was friends with me and she knew that would be wrong. But it's like, girl, you already on the phone with him every night for a whole year, you may as well go ahead and make it official. Like, what? So yeah, in the next clips, I'm just furthering explaining that situation and how I didn't immediately bring it up to her because I knew she would have tried to make it seem like I was just getting mad with her over a dude when it was really the principle of the situation. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, it's not the fact that you mess on him, it's the fact that you kept a secret for a year. I didn't want her to make it seem like I was just cutting her off over a dude because it was really the principle. If y'all get what I'm saying, like, you've been keeping it a secret for a whole year, but you supposed to be my friend. Like, you could have just been straight up, you know, because I would have been like, okay, cool, but it's just the fact you kept it a secret. You supposed to be my friend, you with my ex, and it's just too much. But so I never really brought it up to her, but I always did just keep that in the back of my mind. And then I did end up gaslighting myself into thinking like, oh, you know, it's not a big deal because, you know, I was messing with him a long time ago or whatever, and I, you know, was over him. But after more continuous red flags and more things start to go down, I was like, yeah, that is kind of weird, you know, because you're supposed to be my friend, but you it's not giving best friend. Like I said, it would just be a lot of red flags. Like, I tell she was a very, like, she can be selfish in certain ways. One time we were at this party, she gave one of our friends a ride. We were all friends or whatever. He was a gay boy. We'll name him Jasper, so because he's gonna be relevant in the upcoming, yes, there's more, he's gonna be relevant in the upcoming story time. She gave Jasper a ride to the party because Jasper didn't have a car. When they got to the party, Jasper left his ID in Michaela's car, and Jasper needed to get his ID because he was going out of town the next day. But Jasper asked Michaela, can he get his ID out of Michaela's car? And she said no because she didn't feel like going back in there. Okay, so she gets a call from her mom. It's getting late and she got to go home. She promised to give Jasper a ride to the party and back, but she couldn't because, her mom called her and told her to go home. So basically what had happened was Jasper was just trying to find him a ride home. I could not give him a ride home because my car's messed up. My wheels was like unaligned, and so I did not feel comfortable giving anyone a ride, and I made that known like days prior to, because my car had been probably messed up for like 2 days. I was gonna get it fixed the next day because this party is taking place at nighttime. So he ended up finding him a ride home, but mind you, Jasper's ID is still in Michaela's car. So the next day rolls around, Jasper had texted Michaela that he left his ID in her car and he need his ID because he's going out of town. You get what I'm saying? And Michaela rolled off with his ID. This time Jasper didn't have a car, and I'm in Montgomery getting my car fixed at this time, which is like outside of my city, like 30 minutes outside of my city where we live. Just basically asked Michaela, can she bring him his IDs because he has to go or whatever, and she probably lives about 10 minutes away from him, and she's like no because she doesn't feel like going. And then Jasper's like, well, can you please bring me my ID because I really need it. I'm going out of town and I don't have, Jasper don't have no car. He can't drive to her to go get it. In the group chat I'm like, well, Michaela, why can't you just give him his ID? I mean, you are the one that rolled off with it in the car. I mean, like, it's not really a big deal to take that 10-minute drive, because I know, if my friend really needed something and I was able to do it, I'm not doing anything, I will make sure it's done. And it ain't nothing like a 10-minute drive. Like me personally, I would have took that drive and gave him his ID. And then Michaela was just like, she really did not feel like it. And so Jasper was able to convince his mom, because his mom did have to go to work. She was on her way to work, but he did convince his mom to meet her halfway. But Michaela still did not want to meet him because she did not feel like it. I did tell Michaela, I was like, Michaela, that's not right. You see, this boy really need his ID, and then our other friend in the group chat was like, yeah, you just need to give his ID, like he really need it. At this point, all you gotta do is like make a 5-8 minute drive to go meet up and give him ID. And so, she's still talking about she don't want to do it, but after going back and forth, she finally agreed to it because she said she started to feel bad. What? And mind you, when we were going back and forth about it, she was like, well, why can't you do it since you want to do it so bad? As a matter of fact, if I was in your position, I would have done it. But you clearly can see I'm all the way in a different city getting my car fixed. Why would I come from a different city back to our city to go to your house to get the ID to give it to him, and then go back all in a messed up car when you could just give him his ID? It was just stuff like that. It was just so extra for no reason. That's weird. So another red flag was, I had my birthday party. I threw this big old pool party, and like literally everybody bought me gifts. Even people that I didn't talk to for like, they bought me gifts, because I was telling everybody like, I'm throwing this big old party. It's free, it's free food, free everything. Just bring a gift. I don't even care if it's $1. I don't care if it's a car. Just bring something. This girl did not bring anything. And Jasper's birthday was the next month, and on his birthday she got him something, and I guess I kind of hinted it, you ain't give me nothing, and so then she had brought me something a month later to his birthday party for me to make up for that. Girl, another red flag, she was also talking to this boy. I'm gonna name him JJ. So she was talking to JJ or whatever. Thing with JJ, he would be very disrespectful, and she does not know this. This is a little background information, so this whole story can make sense as to why I feel like it's weird. I knew JJ. She didn't know I knew JJ at all, but I knew JJ some years before she knew JJ, because JJ played the game and I played the game. I got a PlayStation and a console, and me and my boy best friend JJ and some other guys, we was just all be on Fortnite together. And JJ had ended up getting my Instagram, and he liked me. and he was flirting with me, but I didn't want that boy. So that never became no thing. And so then after that, I guess he just had this hate thing for me. Y'all know how that go with dudes. Like, he just hated me after that. As years roll by, you know, he meet Michaela, and him and Michaela hit it off or whatever. But obviously, it's like, okay, y'all hit it off. You know, I'm not even thinking to bring up this situation from some years ago because I don't really care about it. It's not really no problem to me, for real. I don't know. Like, I just personally don't care about that because it's like, it's not like we talk. Like, okay, he flirted with me. I told him to fuck off. I didn't fucking like you, and that was that, you know. It was literally years ago. The reason I bring that up is because when they got together, JJ was very disrespectful towards me. Like, he acted like he never knew me, y'all, and I wasn't just finna air the whole situation out because I ain't had the energy to do all that. So I just let him act like he ain't know me, because he probably did forget, because it was years ago and it never got far. I remember though, and I know my best friend remembered, my boy best friend remembered, so it's not like I'm making stuff up. And so when me, JJ, and Michaela will all be hanging out, or like on the phone together or something, because sometimes we'll get in group calls and just call. Y'all know how that be with your friends, and then with your boyfriends or guy friends or dudes you talk to, y'all might just all get in a call together. He would call me out my name, he would call me ugly, like he would just dog me out to be disrespectful to me. And it's like, I'm the type of person, like, you come at me one way, I'm gonna come at you the same way. So that just had a lot of tension going on. But it did get to a point where, you know, sometimes I would not even say anything to him, and he would still come and attack me. Like, I swear, I put it on my whole life. Lord God, strike me down right now if I'm lying. He would literally just pick at me for no reason, and it was very disrespectful, and I did not like him. Because it's like, you know, you supposed to be my best friend, but I felt like that was weird because sometimes he could take it far, like calling me all the way out my name and just really dogging me out. And she would just be on the phone acting like it's funny, and I would just leave the call, but then they would stay on the phone the whole night. But me personally, I wouldn't continue talking to no dude that disrespects my friend. Because if you disrespect my friend, that means you don't got no respect for women, one. And you don't got respect for my friend. That's my friend. You think you finna disrespect my friend, baby, you get cut off. Like, I don't even play that B word. Like, any dude that be around me, they know not to call me no B word. And she know that I don't mess with that B word. So for her to still be messing with a dude that called me a B and called me like everything else, you know, I felt like that was weird. So that was another red flag. So it would just be a bunch of red flags like that. Y'all know how it be when y'all pick up on red flags. I could like go on and on and on about the little red flags, but it would just be things like those 3 examples that I gave y'all. ID thing, the boyfriend thing, ex thing. So my final breaking straw was this year in 12th grade, senior year. Basically, Michaela's mom had this camera, and she would always come to our track meets, you know, and take pictures and upload the pictures so we could get the pictures or whatever. And so, you know, it's my senior year. I run cross country, so we're supposed to have our senior banner pictures or whatnot. You know, senior banners are like a huge deal. If you guys aren't athletes and you don't know what a senior banner is, it's basically this banner you get your senior year with your photo in your sports uniform, doing whatever pose you want to do, and it gets hung up like at every meet or every game or event or whatever y'all have going on. It gets hung up, so it's a pretty big deal. It's just basically a way to honor the seniors on that team or in that club that year. And for me, it was for cross country, and it meant a lot to me. So I had asked her if she could ask her mom to take my senior banner pictures, and she was like, as a matter of fact, I'll do it. Like, Michaela volunteered herself, and I was like, okay, cool. And this was weeks prior, so we were setting everything up, and I was booking appointments and stuff. And every single day, because like I said, this is very important to me, every single day, you know, I hit her up. I'm like, are you still able to do this? She's like, yes, I'm still able to do this. We're still down. We're making times and stuff. And I was like, if it's ever an inconvenience, I can come to you. We can do it after school. You know, it doesn't really matter, because I didn't need anything fancy. Like, literally, the part of my body that y'all see now, from like head to like maybe like a little bit lower to like halfway up my thigh, is how much of a body shot I needed, and it didn't have to be fancy because it just had to be against a solid wall. So I said, we can come to your house and do it outside your garage if it's ever inconvenience, or we do it at my house, at the school, against the brick wall. It don't matter. All you gotta do is get your camera, click. Every single day we're planning, and she's constantly telling me yes. So the night before, I'm in Florida on a vacation, and I'm texting her. I'm like, you know, are we still on? I'm coming back from vacation the next morning. Are we still on for the next afternoon? And she's like, yeah. Okay, the morning of, as I'm riding from my trip back from Florida, I asked her again that morning, and she said yes. So throughout that whole day, and you know, my trip ride back, because it was probably like a 2-3 hour drive, texting her and stuff, and you know, she's constantly like, yeah, you know, everything's good, everything is on. I'm like, okay, cool. So as y'all know, I've been booking appointments, paying money to get my makeup done, nails done, things of that nature. As I'm on the interstate 30 minutes out to Montgomery, this is probably like an hour before the time we planned. She texted me. She was like, can we just reschedule for tomorrow because I'm very tired? I said, what? What do you mean? I said, no, we can't. We've been playing this for a while, you know, and I already paid for my makeup. I'm on the way to get it done right now. Like, I was really gonna walk in the door and get my makeup done and be on the way back. And I was like, well, if you're tired, you know, I still won't be back for another hour because it's gonna take me 30 minutes to get my makeup done and then 30 minutes to come back to our city, you know, so you could get a nap in then. And I even told her that, you know, I could do it at her house too, so all she would have to do was come outside and take the picture, you know. But this girl was just steady refusing to take the picture, and she was just talking about how, well, she's not gonna take it and that she'll see me tomorrow and do it tomorrow. I told her don't worry about taking it at all, and that she was gonna get blocked. So I had blocked her, and after that I didn't talk to her anymore. I just felt like that was really wrong of her to do, because that meant a lot for me, and like I said, we were planning it for weeks. So for her to up and cancel out the blue like that for no reason was weird to me. I had blocked her. I didn't see her next message until a few days later when it popped up on my Apple Watch. But basically, she was trying to make it seem like I was being inconsiderate because her grandmother had passed a few weeks before. And she was like, out of all people, you should know what I'm going through. And, you know, she was basically trying to make it seem like her grandmother's passing was the reason to why she canceled on me. I don't know how y'all feel about that situation, but personally, with all due respect, I feel like she was just using her grandmother's death as an excuse, because before that you seemed fine, you was going out, everything, and I felt like it was even wrong for her to try to make me seem like I was just such an inconsiderate person, because when her grandma did pass, weeks before, the weeks we planned everything, I told her that I'll always be there for her and everything. And you know, she volunteered herself. I didn't even ask her to originally do it. I asked if she could ask her mother to do it. And I felt like if your grandmother was really the reasoning, you wouldn't have just up and canceled an hour before. You would have at least been a decent enough person to at least give me a 24-hour notice so that I could get something in place. Because I literally started crying. My makeup was all messed up. I was stressing, and then I did find this girl to go ahead and take them, but I had to pay her, and none of my pictures came out right because she wasn't prepared or whatever, because it was last minute. So every single picture came out blurry as crap, and none of my pictures came out right. So yes, I do feel like she used her grandmother's passing as an excuse. So after that point, I had cut her off, and I just ghosted her for a whole month. Like, I did not talk to her for a whole month, and the only reason I talked to her for a whole month was because some more stuff happened, which I'll later tell in the video. whole month of us not talking, I never once bashed her name, and I never even told people that we didn't talk, because I know how people are in our area and in our city. They're very nosy and they'll take things and run with it and retwist words, you know, and just create drama. So I never told nobody. Like, everybody thought we were still friends, but she was going around telling people that the reason that we fell out was because she wasn't able to take my pictures, and that I was being inconsiderate about her grandmother's passing. Like, oh, you just gonna forget about all the other stuff you did, and then you gonna try to make me seem like this terrible person that can't understand your feelings because your grandmama passed, even though you were the one that volunteered yourself, and you told me every single day that you were gonna be able to do it the night before, the morning of, and a few hours before. But that just further proves my point as to why I say she takes no accountability for her actions. Like, a decent person, you would have been told me you had to cancel, and you wouldn't have tried to blame it on your grandmother's passing. Because in the messages y'all clearly read, when she canceled on me, she literally said it was because she was tired. She did not say anything about her grandmother. So tell me why, y'all. A month rolled past, I have not talked to Michaela. You know, I cut Michaela off. It's homecoming week. Y'all would not believe this shit. Okay, this is around the time when people roll houses, put sticky notes on cars or whatever. You know, I get that. I've done that. I have had people roll my house, you know, because it was a prank, right? Tell me why. Looking out my window, I see Jasper and Michaela car. They parking down the street. Jasper hop out of Michaela car. Michaela car has like 3 or 4 other cars trailing her to my location, to my house, to my address, full of random people that I do not know, that I do not talk to, I do not affiliate myself with. They're all at my house. Jasper hops out Michaela's car. He's pouring flour on my car, detergent on my car, mustard, ranch, gravel, I don't even know what else, but it's just all on my car, and I was so mad. Paint on my car, I can't even tell you what was all of my car, because there was so much stuff on my car. I was so furious, and I was also so mad because I knew it was Michaela, because I know her car. And a year before, during homecoming week, Michaela's cousin poured flour in my car. It wasn't as bad as what they all did to me this year, but she knew that I did not like that, because it took me months to clean out my car because there was flour stuck inside cracks of my car. I was picking out flour and it got all wet, and it was terrible. So for you to come back after I cut you off a month later, bring Jasper in the car with you, and then bring random people to my house, is weird. All of them, everybody who came to my house that night, weird, right along with her. I don't care, weird. It was weird, disrespectful. It was not okay. It was not funny. So when I come out my car to see what they doing, I do have a broom in my hand, and I do it because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just watch you mess up my car. You just want me to stand there? Oh my god, no, I threw that motherfucking broom. I threw that broom at Jasper, and he runs and gets Michaela's car. I'm just looking at my car. I'm taking videos of my car. You know, like I'm, you know, trying to look at the damages and stuff. Because in my head, I was super mad because flour and stuff was falling under my hood. So I was thinking that it was getting into my engine, messing up my car. Because it's like, if my car gets, because they were saying it was a prank. But that's not a prank. That's vandalism. Y'all are actually messing up my car. If my car gets messed up, are y'all going to have the money to pay for it and get it fixed? No. So it's not a prank. A prank is putting tissue paper in the yard. A prank is putting sticky notes on somebody's car. A prank is not vandalizing someone's car. So while I'm taking videos or whatever, 5 minutes later, Michaela and Jasper rolls back to my house. Jasper gets out my house. He pours a whole bottle of detergent and something else onto my face and onto my body. I'm soaked. And yes, y'all, I'm mad. I can't see. I'm slipping. I was in my Crocs, you know, and I'm soaked in detergent. So I tell Michaela, I said, because I was saying I'm not gonna fight no man. Because like you're a gay boy, like I'm not finna fight no boy. So I tell Michaela, I said, Michaela, get out the car and come here, you know. But she didn't get out the car, and you know, I'm just mad or whatever. And so, you know, the other cars start pulling back up, and they just all going off on me, talking about I'm doing too much because it's just a prank and how I'm mad for no reason.
For what? I ain't finna fight this bitch for no reason. I don't got time for that. Let's go. I'm going home. Don't keep Brandon. Let's go. We go to a story.
First of all, how is it a prank when you don't even like me and I don't like you and I cut you off and we haven't spoke for a whole month? How is it a prank if you're bringing strangers to my location and I don't even know who these people are? How is it a prank if I've never talked to these people in a day in my life? How is it a prank if the prank can't actually leave permanent damages on my car? How is it a prank? How is it a prank if you assaulted me and threw detergent and other liquids directly to my face and on my body that I didn't know about? What if I was allergic? Y'all could have killed me. But it's a prank. You know, at this point, I can't see, so I'm walking up to my door trying to get in or whatever, because when the other cars pull it out and talked out, we gonna name her Turnip. So I'm walking up to my house trying to open my door. I can't open my door, y'all, because my hand is slippery. You know, my eyes, I can't see. I was wearing glasses. My glasses were just covered in detergent. I'm slipping. I'm trying to open the door. It will not open because it's slipping. Oh my god. Fuck. That's okay, hold on. No, because first of all, you got my fucking glasses on. I can't even see shit and y'all acting like I'm scared. Ain't nobody scared. What you want to fight the girl for? Jasper, they walked all the way across my yard, y'all. Like, my yard is big. They walk all the way across my yard going off on me. And like, Turnip, why are you even arguing with me? I didn't even know who you were. Like, when she first came to my house, I did not know who she was because it was so dark outside, y'all, and she was dark skinned. And when I did find out who she was after the fact, like, I still never talked to you a day. Like, I only talked to her once, and that was when she bought something from me. Other than that, I never spoke to this girl ever in my life. So why would you even feel comfortable coming to my house and doing something like that if I don't know you? Along with all the other random people who came to my house, and there's still people who came to my house, and I don't even know who they are to this day. Yeah, Turnip just going off. She wants to fight me because I told her to get out of the car. Whatever, like, why you want to fight me behind that? Like, baby, let your friend fight her own battles.
Animosity. This is what animosity sounds like. You mad at me about how I talk to her because I call her a maid and an assistant, and you riding harder behind her than she is for her fucking self. That's the fucking problem. So it gives animosity. You don't even know what you riding for because I call her a maid. Bitch, I'll tell you a maid.
But Kayla is still on the street going off or whatever. all like, oh, I'm not finna fight this bitch. She wanna fight me for no reason. I didn't even do nothing to her. She getting mad over a prank for what? This shit is stupid. I'm finna go home. First of all, how did you not do nothing? That's the thing when I say she take no accountability. She says she didn't do nothing. But first of all, baby, you did do something, because you and Jasper are the only two people that know my location and know where I live. And Jasper came in your car. And so she was like, it was Jasper's idea and he was the one that messed up my car. Okay, I'm mad at all of y'all, but at the end of the day, I don't fuck with you at all, and you still came to my house and you brought random people to my house. If you would have just said no, I don't want to come, then none of these people would be at my house. None of them would have been at my house, because her and Josh were the only one that knew my location. They were in her car. She drove to my house and had those people follow me. And so baby, y'all all affiliated. You ain't safe. You ain't innocent, so why are you acting innocent? So once I finally got in the house or whatever, my mom started figuring out what was going on, and she was on a ring camera talking about some, y'all better get off my property for, they called the police, she called the police or whatever, and they would not leave. But you know, at this point we're just all going back and forth. Is y'all gonna get the fuck on or what? But they did end up leaving eventually once my mom started saying, you know, she was gonna call the police. So later that night, I did try to figure out who some of the people were that came to my house, because I did not know who anyone was. So I texted Jasper and I was like, who is that girl that came up to my house going off on me when I told to get out the car? And he was like, oh, that's Turn Up. And I said, oh, okay, give me Turn Up number. And so then I texted Turn Up, and I'll put the messages of me and Turn going back and forth, whatever. So basically I was just like, Turn Up, why is there, you know, I was basically asking her like, is there an issue, and if there is an issue, what is it? Because I don't even know you, so why do you feel comfortable coming up to my house, going off on me the way you did? And then she was talking about she was just trying to take up for her friend and be there for her friend. I'm like, why you need to take up for your friend if I'm by myself? You want to jump me? Because that's what it's giving, like, what's up? And she was like, there ain't no issue, but I just don't like people walking up on me. I'm like, what? Walking up on you? You at my house in my yard. How am I walking up on you? Huh? Baby, make it make sense. Like, you just sound crazy. You know, after going back and forth, you know, she talking about she want to fight me too, and I'm like, baby, I don't even care about you, because you know, I was really mad and I wanted to fight Michaela. So I was like, you know, I did say I wanted to run it with Michaela, so if you want next, then you can get next if that's what you want, but I don't care about you. So if we is gonna take it there, I'm gonna have to get my one with Michaela first, because baby, I don't even know you like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care about you. It's giving fan. Like, why are you so mad? Like, I don't even know you. You're unknown. Like, literally, it's fan. You're a fan. Turn Up. I'm sorry. So then we ended up stop texting, and I did not text nobody else that night, y'all. Like, literally, I did not text nobody else that night, because I wasn't finna keep going back and forth. I was mad and I was trying to crash out, and yeah, I just had to calm myself down. So I did not text nobody else. The next day was Friday, because all that happened on a Thursday night. So the next day was Friday, and I did not go to school because I was getting myself together. I was getting ready to go on a college visit and stuff. So I had booked me a nail appointment. I was almost late for my nail appointment, y'all. I was so mad. I was almost late for my nail appointment because I was trying to fool around with my car and clean it to make it dry, because it was literally so bad. And I was gonna be out there last night, because when they came, it was like 10 o'clock, and then when they end up leaving, you know, and I calmed down, it was like all but like 1 a.m 2 a.m. So I wasn't finna be out there scrubbing no car in the middle of the night, because it gets dark outside. I was almost late for my nail appointment and everything else the next day, but through God, baby, I made it on time. When I was getting my nail appointment, when I was in the chair getting my nails done, I got a text from my homegirl, and she like, Jasper just asked her where I was at, and that Jasper and Turn Up looking for me. What? But mind you, I literally told Turn Up, because Turn Up told me that, you know, she wanted to fight me. And I literally told Turn Up, if that's what you want to do, cool, okay, whatever. If you want next, you can get next, because you're not finna get first, because I don't care about you. You're not good enough to get first. You don't have a wristband to get first, but you can get next. And so, you know, she was basically like she would see me tomorrow, and I was like, baby, I'm not even gonna be at school tomorrow. I got business to handle. I'm like, y'all, I stay booked in business. You know what I'm saying? I got business to handle. So I literally told her I was gonna be at school. So if I told y'all I'm not gonna be at school, why are y'all looking for me? Are y'all dumb? Are y'all slow in the head? Like, that just didn't make sense to me, because I literally told y'all I wasn't gonna be at school, and y'all looking for me. Y'all looking for me? What? Okay. You're looking for a ghost. I was just blowing up my phone. Like, Jasper was blowing up my phone because now he want to fight me, because I don't know where he got. I told y'all, Jasper just mess. He should be making up stuff, and he should be putting scenarios in his head, and if he hears somebody say something, he gonna take it and run with it, no matter how crazy it sounds. So Jasper told me he heard from somebody, I don't even know who. I ain't care to find out, that I wanted to fight him. Why would I want to fight you? You a man. I literally told Jasper, I literally told him I would never fight no man. Just get my cousin or my brother or somebody else to handle that. I will never fight no man, baby. Never get in no field with no man, because I'm a lose. Because if I have to ever get in the field with a man, I'm not going to say I'm going to lose, because I'm not going to lose. But I ain't going to win fairly. And by the time, the end of it, I'm going to have done something that I would regret. So I just prefer to not even put myself in that situation. That's not even later, like, baby. I'm very classy. I'm not going to be in no field with no man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he told me that, I was like, baby, that's not true. That's all I said. That's all I said. But yeah, he just kept calling. So then my nail tech did answer the phone, and when she answered the phone, Josh was just going off on the phone like, oh, we're not even mad. She wanna fight me. She wanna fight something. You know, his little sissy voice. Yeah, she was like, my nail tech was like, but didn't you literally put detergent in her face? Like, what? And then the other gay boy, there was another gay boy. We're gonna call him, we ain't even gonna give him a name, because he's not even living for real. We're just gonna call him gay boy number 2. So gay boy number 2, you know, he was also telling me how I was doing too much, because he was another one that was at my house. Like, it was heck of people at my house. Like, y'all, 4 cars deep filled with people telling me that I was doing too much, and how it was a prank, and this, and how I'm weird, how I'm this, and this, and that. But I don't give a fuck. Y'all weird. Then Turnip was also texting me. She was just like, where you at? I'm looking for you. Hashtag need that. Like, baby, that was corny. Hashtag get the fuck back. Hashtag get your hair done. Hashtag find you a cute nigga. Please don't, because they're probably watching this video. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't come for me. I don't got no beef. I don't want no beef. But anyways, and it was just a lot. Because what are y'all trying to call me? I'm trying to get my fresh set. Something y'all need to do. Hashtag maintenance. How about that? You want to put hashtags on some shit. And I also got missed calls from Michaela. So later that night, I was just like, you know, after, because I wasn't finna text them while I was getting my nails done to handle my appointment. So baby, I ain't even paid them no mind until about, it was like a good 8 hours later that night. You know, and I was basically like, what do y'all want? Leave me alone. Like, what? Y'all is crazy. Leave me alone. And so then I also had, like I said, I had missed calls from Michaela, and I was definitely like, why is this hoe calling me? Like, out of everyone, like, gay boy number 2 was trying to make it seem like I was just mad at Michaela, because, you know, I told her to get out the car and that I wanted to run it or whatever. But he don't even know what he was talking about, because I really wasn't. I was mad at everybody who was at my house that night. I'm gonna say that again. I don't fuck with nobody who was at my house that night. Even if I don't know you was at my house, but you was at my house, I don't mess with you. But at the end of the day, was I finna fight some gay niggas? No. I'm not finna get in field with no gay nigga. And, you know, it was like, Michaela, like, you was my friend for 7 years. I cut you off. We haven't spoke for a month. So for you to come to my house and you brought these people to my house, and you're the only person that I do know, you know, I was really pissed at her. And so when I saw those missed calls from her, y'all, I crashed out again. I had sent her messages going off on her. I was like, you brain bitch, you brought random best people to my glow, and you know what's up. And I was just basically telling her it's on site when I see her. I was just mad, y'all. I was mad, crashing out, rightfully so. Thank Lord my mom calmed me down, and I didn't end up calming down, but I was on the verge of like crash out. Like, I dead serious, like it was gonna be on site. But I calmed down, and I realized that I got a lot to lose, because I got a lot going for myself. I'm a very bright young lady, and you know, they not worth me risking none of that. But I was finna risk that. I was finna risk that. And I feel like that's another reason why people love to play with me, because they know I got a lot to lose. So they know I'm gonna try my best not to take it there. But that night and during all of that, I was really gonna take it there. All that happened on a Friday, and so, you know, that weekend when I was talking to my mom about it and stuff, she was really calming me down and stuff. So I didn't reply to no more of the other messages or phone calls that I was getting. I really just blocked everyone. And I had went on our city watch page and I posted what happened, and it basically went viral. Not viral, but viral for viral in my city. Let's just say that, viral in my city. And my city is like a little town, so it went viral in my city. And, you know, there were a lot of people, you know, they felt sorry for me. They were like, oh, I'm so sorry this happened to me. And, you know, mostly, it was like all adults in the comments. So they had some common sense. And, you know, I kept it all anonymous. I didn't name none of them names, like Michaela, Jasper, Gay Boy number 2, Turnip. I ain't put none of their names on there. And then I waited until I calmed down. So I had made this post on like a Sunday. I made this post on a Sunday, and so someone was like, they were sorry, and they were like, you need to call the police, you need to file a report. Like, it was so many people saying that. And then it was other people saying that they're lucky they didn't come to my house, because I would have and then this other person, they was like, you should let your dogs out on. They was doing a lot. And this one guy offered to pressure wash my car for free, so shout out to you. I'm gonna put his little business thing right there. Shout out to him, because he really came through. And, you know, I was just so mad, and I was just losing hope on humanity, y'all, because like I done lost my best friend. She turned on me, and all these, it was just a lot. And then there were other kind people in the comments as well offering help. And then there was this one lady who checked my engine for any damages and stuff, and she was really sweet. And so that was really nice of her as well. So I really appreciate all you guys. And then when I came back to school, a lot of people were just, you know, asking me if I was okay and checking up on me, and it really meant a lot to me. And a lot of parents from our cross country team, you know, they were asking me if I was okay. And one parent gave me some some unicorn gummies, and, you know, it was really nice. So shout out to them. They definitely made me feel a lot better. So tell me why, like I said, I kept it anonymous. I didn't say nobody names. I didn't say who did it. I just expressed my feelings and how I felt about my car and how I was sad, you know, just to raise awareness and to let people to look out for their cars. Jasper going all up in the comment section trying to go off on me. And Gay Boy number 2 all up in the comment section trying to go off on me, talking about tell the story right, and how I'm trying to make myself seem like a victim, and how I'm doing too much, and this and this, and how I'm lying. What did I lie about? Y'all literally came to my car house and fucked up my car. What did I lie about? Like, what is there to lie about? And how y'all are the ones trying to make y'all selves seem like the victim. Like, y'all didn't do nothing when y'all literally did. Like, it's not a prank. How is it a prank if you don't like me? How is it a prank if you assaulted me? How is it a prank if you gave my address out? And that's what really got me mad, because I'm a very secretive person. Like, well, private. I won't say secret, but privative person. I don't want my address out given to random people, because I literally have people who literally, like, they're weirdly obsessed with me. And I have people who secretly hate me. As y'all can see, I have haters. And, you know, these people are crazy nowadays. So I was like, why would you get my address out? So obviously I'm mad, you know. And Gay Boy number 2, he was trying to justify the reason Jasper threw the detergent and stuff in my face was because I threw the broom at him. Because like I said, y'all, when he was at my car, I did throw the broom. But someone in the comments had replied, y'all better be lucky that's all she threw. And I mean, like, rightfully so. Like, y'all came to my house, messed up my car, and I threw a broom. That's all I did, was throw a broom. I could have did way more, and it would have been justified. Like, I could have been like, if y'all would have came to anybody else's house, or if y'all lucky, like, if I was at another family's house, or if I was in, you know, I was at my family member's house back in the gump, or something like that, I promise it would have been way more than brooms. You know, I'm just giving y'all a warning. Like, that's not okay to just come up to random people's house that y'all don't even know like that. Y'all don't know what could have happened. And no matter what would have happened, the people who did it, they wouldn't have gotten in trouble because y'all came to their house messing with their stuff. So it's like I threw a broom at you, so you came back and threw detergent on me. But you came to my house in the first place. Like, no, you should have just left and then come back. You should never came in the first place, but you should have just left after that and then come back. So the next day when I went to school, my mom had came up and we basically just talked to the principal. You know, I just basically told him everything that I told y'all. You know, he said he was going to talk to everybody. You know, and just my mom said we were just gonna leave the situation at that. And at this point, y'all, I'm over. Like, the situation been going on for like 4 or 5 days. I'm done. I don't even want to. Oh, like, I'm just irritated and fed up. I just want the situation to be done myself. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just let it go or whatever. After the meeting, you know, he called my mom and he notified me, and he was like, you know, I've notified everybody in this situation, you know, and everyone said they're gonna let it go. Okay, boom. Maybe a couple hours rolled by. We're at lunch. I'm sitting with my homegirl. Tell me why, bro. I'm sitting with my homegirl. Okay, we outside because for lunch we got like this free period so we could eat outside. And so there's picnic tables right here, and then there's like this little patio part with the little tent or whatever over it so rain don't come. And you know, there's lunch tables right here and then picnic tables out here. So me and my homegirl, we sitting at a picnic table. And you know, Michaela, Jasper, Gable, number 2, and all their friends, you know, it's a lot of them. They all sitting at the table over there. Tell me why Turnip gonna get herself up, walk all the way over to me. You know, I noticed her walking over, so I stand up because baby, you're not gonna be walking up on me. Looked at her like she was stupid because she literally looked just stupid. I said, well, what you running up on me for? What's up? And she's just gonna talk about something. She was like, I heard you wanna fight, let's fight. Girl. Why? It's literally giving obsession. It's literally giving obsession. And you wanna be a bully, but the thing is baby, you can't bully me. Like, how are you gonna bully me? You can't. I feel like she was really just it was just really one of those situations where she wanted some drama so bad for me for whatever reason. You know how people have grudges, and they can be the most stupidest grudges. It could be because I'm prettier than her. It could be because I'm smarter than her. She's just jealous of me, and that's why she don't like me. Who knows? But she was just so bound on find me. But tell me why when I stood up, she gonna turn around and she gonna say, oh, I'ma just catch you tomorrow. Or no, she said, oh, I'm just gonna catch you after school. Meet me in the park. What? Why would you get all the way up, walk all the way across the courtyard just to turn back around when I stand up? I guess she thought I was just gonna sit there and let her talk her shit. I don't know what she thought, but that girl, she must be slow in the head because do you not know how stupid you look? Like, you got all the way up, walked all the way up to me just to go turn and sit back down. What? So at this point, like I said, y'all, I'm just trying to do everything by the rule book because I was heated. And so when I did like pop off, you know, if that was ever necessary, you know, I wanted to have a reason behind it. Something to back me up, you know, because like I said, I have a lot to lose. And if I get to fight at school, I'm going to get kicked out and I'm going to get all my opportunities took. But you know, if I have history of like, okay, these people been messing with me, these people been bullying me, these people been assaulting me, they been coming to my house, you know, when it's really time for me to pop off, I wouldn't get in trouble, you know. And if they did try to get me in trouble for that, then I could sue them, because it's like I've been told y'all what was going on and y'all didn't do nothing to change it, so why am I getting punished? You know what I'm saying? So when she walked up to me, I did report it. I wrote a report or whatever. So a few more hours go by. We're in our last class of the day. I'm looking at what my watch, I'm getting notifications. I guess I forgot to block her number. I don't know how she got on block. But she had texted me and she was like, oh, where you at? Meet me at the park. Da-da-da-da-da. Girl, first of all, why would I meet you at the park? Why would I meet you? Why would I waste my gas money? Why would I risk getting jumped? Why would I meet you at the park when you gotta just swung on me at the picnic table? Like, it's not making sense. The sense not adding up to dollar don't even break down and change, baby. Like, it's not making sense. So irritated with her because it was just like, girl, like, do you not know how crazy you you don't even, girl, you just seem obsessed with me. You seem in love with me. It's not gonna eat this cookie. But I was just like, can you leave me alone? Like, that's literally what I said, and that's literally how I said it in my head. I was like, can you just leave me alone? Cause you're annoying as fuck. Literally, you're annoying as fuck. And so I also went to go report that. But so after bell ring for everyone to leave, she was on my hall, and so, you know, the hall is like going this way, and she's behind me as we're walking down the hall with her friends. But I stepped to the side because you were already threatening me, and even though I know she not gonna do nothing, I'm still gonna step to the side in case she get a little bone in her body to clock me upside in the back of my head without me looking. So I had stepped to the side and let her walk on past, you know, and you know, she's just talking under her breath like, y'all know how girls be. She was just saying like things like, oh, this bitch got me fucked up, just dumbass stuff like that. And so when she walked past this one little boy, I can't even remember who it was, but if you're watching this video, boy, you are messy. He gonna walk up to the girl after she walked past me, talk about him. Oh, you better leave Naima alone for she beat you up. You ain't even have to say all that. Like, for real, you just be a bestie. And so then after he said that, she was real mad, and then she just looked at me all weird and stuff, and she was like, what is the secret? She ain't gonna do nothing, you know, just talking to her breath. But at the end of the day, I don't care, baby. You can look all you want. I get looked at every single day. Do you not know how I look, how good I look? But I promise you that's the only thing you gonna do. You ain't gonna touch me. Clock that tea. I feel like some more. Clock that tea. Clock that motherfucking tea. Clock that tea. But yeah, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna touch me. All you gonna do is look. All y'all gonna do, and I'm not even like directing this. I'm generalizing this. Like all the 7 billion people on this earth, y'all not gonna touch me. All y'all gonna do is look and stare. If you don't like me, that's all you're gonna do. You're not gonna touch me. And if you do touch me, we just gonna leave it up to God. So to get to the office to go report it, cause you know I'm trying to leave me a paper trail. So if it do ever get to the point where I have to go off or go in on somebody, I got a paper trail. So, you know, I had to walk past that group. Michaela was there, Turnip, Jasper, and all their friends, gay boy number 2. They was all in a little group or whatever. And then when I walked by, she gonna talk about some, how is you cool? And then the other girls gonna laugh. Michaela gonna laugh. You know, they all gonna laugh. You know, and they all laughing. Like, you know, it's just like bully. Just like trying to be bullies. Like, even when she walked up to me on the picnic table, they was all laughing, thinking it was funny. I mean, I thought it was stupid because you walked up to me and didn't even do nothing. Like, that's scary. But yeah, and so yeah, I did report them because, like I said, you can mumble on your breath all you want, you can look all you want, but you're not gonna touch me. You haven't touched me. So after I reported it, I was mad. Like, my blood was boiling because I wanted to swing so bad, but I wasn't going to do that. So I did call my mom, and I was like, Mom, sure, what's up? I'm finna go off right now. You know, and I've been telling my mom that I wanted to report them and da-da-da-da-da, everything else to the police. So that's what I did. I went to the police station. Y'all, but let me tell y'all, why did I go to the wrong police station? Y'all, I actually went to the police jail. And so I saw this big red button said open. I was like, why is the button red? And it looked all creepy and scary. I clicked the button, y'all. I think I was trying to let the prisoners out because the police officer ran out. He said, whoa, what are you doing? Are you for sure? You at the jail? You know where you at? I said, oh no, I'm trying to file a police report. He was like, oh baby, that's around the corner. You at the cell. You did where the prisoners go in unless you're trying to go to jail. You don't want to go through this door. I said, oh snap, my bad. And so, you know, he redirected me or whatever. So because when I had went to file a police report or whatever, I was telling him my story, but once I had got to like the school part, he was like, how old are you? And I told him I was 17 and stuff. He was like, you can't report unless you're 18. I was like, dang, for real. And I was like real mad, y'all. I was like, well, can I at least vent to you, tell you what's going on or something? Please, let me just do something. And, you know, I vented to him. And, you know, after venting to him and telling him what all been going on, I was like, so, sir, there's please no way I can just go ahead and report this. He was like, no, you can't. I'm sorry. But, you know, I could send a police officer to your house. And if your mom's at home and stuff, you can make a report that way. And so that's what we did. And I did forget to leave out a few little details. So I'm gonna go back and refill in. So y'all remember how when I said me and my mom had went to go talk to the principal? Tell me why when Michaela got called to the office, she was talking about somebody was threatening her. Y'all know the messages I had sent her after I saw the missed calls after she vandalized, assisted in vandalism and assault, and I had went off on her. She said those messages were me threatening her. Baby, you lucky that's all I did. You talking about a threat, but you assisted in assault and vandalization and bullying, but you want to talk about a threat. Girl, be for real with yourself, be for real with me, and be for real with the United States of America. Threatening you? Okay. And then when I had made the post afterwards, you know, and after he said he had talked to everybody, tell me why Michaela grown ass sister-in-laws, I'm talking 30 with kids, they go in the comments talk about how I'm the one that was really in the wrong and how I'm crazy and I'm just trying to make seem bad because she didn't do nothing. She was just there. Baby, what? She didn't do nothing. She drove the car. She assisted. She there. She brought the people to my house. She's very much a part of it. And then, you know, she was just going back and forth. And then it was two of them. And it's like, y'all grown. Why are y'all in my comments? You know, and mind you, I did not say nobody name. So y'all just incriminating yourself. That's how y'all know y'all wrong for what y'all did. And then you trying to go back and forth. And the situation was already handled. You just making things worse. Trying to put your little 2 cents in that don't even matter for her. And she don't even know what she talking about. Talking about something. I couldn't sign no warrant or do nothing. Because they was all really scared. Because everyone in the comments was talking about call the police. So they didn't know if I was going to file a police report on them or not. Which I did not do. But they didn't know that because Jasper, who threw the detergent on my face, he was 18. So if I would have reported him, he could have gotten in serious trouble. And his mom did end up calling my mom. But that lady was not calling my mom out of my well-being. She was just calling my mom to see if her son was going to go to jail. And she lucky I wasn't 18 and could report it myself because he would have been in that cell. Clock that tea. I did end up emailing some of Michaela's future college prospects about what happened, and her mom got mad and started calling my mom and stuff. And mind you, during this whole thing, her mom did not call my mom once, not to check up on me, not to apologize for her daughter did, none of that. But she gonna call when she had got the email back for when they were thinking about revoking her scholarships for what she did. And then I had ended up blocking my summer coach. I blocked everybody, and I had blocked him because he was trying to flip it all on me, talking about I could get my stuff took too for cussing. What's worse, cussing or assault and vandalism, baby? It's 2024. Sit down. But yeah, I could go into depth about that whole thing too. But if y'all want that part 2, y'all gonna have to run this video up. Like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below that y'all want part 2, and I'll give y'all the rest of the tea, because this video is literally over an hour long. Let me know if y'all want more story times, because baby, I got a lot of stories.
I'm begging you to unblock me though. So, can you please unblock me? I'm begging you.